So video diary number 1. I go to the airport in about 2.5 hours. I spent the past, 5 repacking my bags. And I'm about to get an hour and a half of sleep, so that's fun. Yeah. I mean, this could be pretty short. I could stop it right here. No, but yeah, I'm gonna leave on my flight 10 a.m. and start my life in Japan. Woo! Of course I'm excited, but also super nervous. I don't know what else to say right now because I'm kind of dead tired, so I'm gonna get as much sleep as I can get before my alarm goes off and I have to get ready. So yeah, end of video diary 1. Okay, video diary number 2. So got here yesterday. Pretty nice ride to the hotel. I think it was my first time seeing the majority of Tokyo. Well, I say the majority. The city's really big. Good lord. I went to the Tokyo Metropolitan Building again. It's this really tall building, and it's right across the street from our hotel. So, yeah, it's really nice, and you can see a really decent amount of Tokyo from up there. And it's just, this city goes on forever. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, pretty much when we got here yesterday, didn't do much. Just had to check in to our rooms and whatnot. And then after that, we had free time. And I got to, during free time. Yeah, during free time. Sorry, I'm really tired, jet lag. Got to meet up with Lindsay and Claire, and that made me very happy because I hadn't seen them since April, so that was really fun. And we went out for ramen. Then we went to Skytree yesterday. Not Skytree, my fault. Metropolitan. We went to Metropolitan yesterday. And then after that, we went out to go get ice cream. And then, yeah, so that was pretty good. Had a lot of fun yesterday. And then today started the actual orientation. So what did we do today? So CIRs, which I am coordinator for international relations, and pretty much we just interpret and translate things that we're given usually. There's a whole bunch of other things, but main job is interpreting and translating. We CIRs and ALTs, assistant language teachers, which is what most people are. By most people, I mean most people. There's 50 CIRs, and so I don't know how many people there are here, but there's 600 Americans, and there's way more than 600 people here. So, and only 50 of the people here are CIRs. So that lets you know how, I don't know, how few people actually apply for this position. But they gave us like a separate room on like the 43rd floor of this hotel, which is a really nice hotel, by the way. Like, it turns out that's like $230 a night, but they're paying for everything, so that's really nice. But yeah, so they put us up there, and then our orientation like things are different from ALTs. We had an alumni come in, or alumnus, my fault, that's the singular for it, come in for our keynote speech for our particular thing. And yeah, she was pretty cool. By the way, all the CIR stuff is conducted in like complete Japanese, and it was not as like difficult to understand like anything as I thought it was going to be. It was actually pretty easy. Yeah, but she was a lady from England. She was pretty funny, gave us some really good advice, so I really enjoyed that. Had a couple other people too. There was a guy who came in and was talking about like Japan in general, I guess. Like maybe like the geography of it and like the laws and stuff like that. That part, I'm not gonna lie, was kind of hard. Like when he started talking about laws and rules, I was like, okay, I could understand some of the stuff, but like, I don't know, it's just vocabulary words I don't know. So most of it kind of went over my head, and I was dozing off, to be honest, because, you know, jet lag and whatnot. Yeah, so he came in, and then I think my favorite part of today, aside from the welcome reception we just had, was at the, like, for the whole CIR's orientation stuff, we had a person come in and talk about translating, and then we had a person come in and talk about interpreting, which was really nice. And I don't know, it was pretty helpful. They had us do, well, the guy who came in for translating gave us like a thing in English and a thing in Japanese and like translate it, and it was hard. It was very hard. But it was essentially like worst case scenario, like you have practically no sleep, and it's an extremely complicated thing to translate. And he was very like, I can't think of the word right now. Pretty much, he just assured us like it's kind of rare that we would get something that difficult. Because the word he used was like kamoshiremasen at the end of it, and that means, well, that one means maybe, but it's like a very weak maybe, and that like the chances of this being the case are slim to none. So pretty much we wouldn't get anything that difficult, but it was still pretty hard. And the lady came in for interpreting and like giving us like tips about it. And one really interesting tip was so interpreters like take notes usually, because like it's very hard to remember everything your speakers are saying. But she was saying how taking memos is like kind of bad, because there are like certain times where like if you already know what's going on, you don't really need to take memos for it. So like taking memos kind of like it hinders your ability to actually understand what's going on, because you're too busy like trying to copy it down as opposed to actually listen to it. And it just makes it harder, like it ruins your memory. And she was like emphasizing pretty much like your short-term memory is very important to strengthen. So she like gave us some tips about how to like practice for things like that. So, and that was like the last like thing. And then yeah, but I don't know, like I really appreciated that, just because I want to be an interpreter and whatnot. So yeah, Then after that, there was about like an hour break until the welcome reception. And I didn't really do much for that break. With one of my roommates, who's also CIR, I went to the Metropolitan building again because he went with like two other people, and like I had nothing to do, and I wasn't going to come back up to this room and like lay down because I probably would not have wanted to get up. So just went out and went to the Metropolitan building, and then we came back to our room to drop off some stuff and like take off our ties because we didn't need it, because they were like, dress business casual but still wear your suit jacket, which was like ridiculous, because I'm like, yeah, I guess you guys don't know what business casual is. You'd think the first thing to go would be the suit jacket and not the tie, but I guess not. So yeah, came back and dropped off some of the stuff we were like carrying with us, and then our ties, and then we went down to the welcome reception, where we got to talk with people who are going to the same prefectures as we're going to, I said that right, sorry, I'm really tired. Pretty cool, had some pretty good chats. There was food there, of course. They did the like essentially obligatory compai at the not at the beginning, but after like a couple of speeches. And for the compai, they were like bringing around orange juice, but like people had already poured like beers, and beer is disgusting. It tastes like liquefied depression, but like I drank it anyway because it was for the compai. But yeah, so after that, that's when we were able to like actually get the food that we had available, and they had like a lot of food there. They had they just had like a whole bunch of stuff. They had like different types of like fish, other seafood, different types of like roasted meat. I don't know. It was really good. But yeah, so that was nice. Got to talk with a couple of people who are going to the same prefecture I'm going to. Probably going to exchange contact information with a couple of people. So it was pretty much like the last 2 days. And now I'm just back in my room, probably waiting for my sister to FaceTime me after she gets off of work. Other people went out after the thing, but my two roommates went to school together, and their sensei for Japanese lives here, so he pretty much like, not necessarily forcing, but essentially forcing when it's your sensei, like force them to like come out, like go out and drink with him, so they're not here right now. Then a whole bunch of other people are doing stuff, but one, I don't have money for that, and I don't have the energy for that, so I'm like not going. But I'm just gonna sit here, relax, watch some YouTube videos probably, and then wait for my sister to FaceTime me. Anyway, that was video diary number 2, and it was a lot longer than the first one.